G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today I'm going to do accountant SEO. So today what I'll do is I'll grab a random accountant utilizing the keyword accountant Los Angeles. That accountant will be evaluated and compared against the top competitors. So if you are an accountant yourself, or perhaps you're an SEO agency and you've just won an accountant as a client, and you want to figure out what you need to do to get that accountant business ranking higher in Google, I'm going to show you how to audit everything from start to finish and how to even create a bit of a campaign so you can get started on the right foot. You'll identify what you need to do and how you can go across and ensure that your accountant SEO gets you results. Let's jump into it. All right, so as you can see right now, I have a massive basic checklist. This is what you will need. If you plan on doing accountant SEO, you will need this type of checklist to effectively do accountant SEO. So what we need to do is, well, you need to grab this. It's going to be linked down below, completely free, guys. It's absolutely free. And it shows you everything that we're going to walk through. So firstly, we start with this tab right here, local SEO checklist. And as you can see, all of these other tabs have stuff going on. Okay, and I'll explain all of that as we go along. I'll break it all apart into sections so you know what's going on, I know what's going on, and it's easy to follow because there's always a lot of noise in SEO, and we want to make sure that the accounting firm that we're working with, we effectively deliver great rankings for them. All right, so first we want to begin by grabbing the business. So I've already entered Accountant Los Angeles. Now, two things. Let's go over to the map pack. And let's go to the results. So I'm just going to scroll down, I think, and just grab someone organically that I can see is not like a landing page. I want to grab an actual business. So I want to grab an actual accountant so I can do accountant SEO on them. This looks like a real business. They're sitting here. Yeah, LinkedIn. I want to try and find something that's sitting a little bit further down, just because if you're an accountant and you want your business to do more, then I want to show you how to do that. I want to show you how you can actually rank up higher. Tax planning. This is a huge website, so I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be a service page. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it looks like a massive... Let's see, let's check where they are. Look, guys, I don't normally grab competitors or anything immediately because I've had some people go off at me online about exactly that, like not just grabbing people fresh. So what I'll do is I'll actually let's utilize a Google Business Profile because these guys are actual accountants. Let's grab this one. No, let's grab these guys. Accountant. Yep. All right. So Cohen, Panjo, these guys right now. CP. Cohen Pagano. Let's grab Cohen. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's grab this. Grab the domain because I want to put in everything. We just put in the basic information to begin with, so I can ensure that we don't lose it. Obviously, when it's your business, you don't need to do all of this, but let's have a look. So we want to grab the domain and we just want to throw that quickly into SEMrush to get some information and figure out what's going on. Because I like knowing how many keywords we've got, how many backlinks. Whoa, they've been smacked. Ouch. Okay, only 9 keywords. 10, 9, and 104. Okay, so 9, 104, and whoops, my bad. 104. And citations. Let's add. We don't really need DA. It's not that important for local. All right. So that's what we're starting with. This is if I was working with Cohen, if I was working with this accounting agency, this is how I would be approaching it. So they've got the Google Business Profile, awesome. So what you want to do is review the Google Business Profile, grid search review setup, all of that. That's where you come across to this tab right here, okay? Start here. So this is what we need to do. We need to come across to this and we need to start auditing all our top competitors. Now I have a specific video going in depth on this stuff. I'm not going to go extremely in depth in this accounting SEO tutorial. I'm just going to basically skim over it. So I will show you how to do it. I'm not going to stick in all 5 competitors that I'd be going after. No, I'll be sticking in probably 1 or 2. So let's do that right now. So let's go all the way up to the top. Add. We don't want the ads. We want organic. Okay. So let's check out this guy. So number 1 ranker in LA, obviously me being in Fort Lauderdale, but just this is how to show you if you were based in LA, if you were based in Fort Lauderdale, if you're based anywhere, this is how you would go about approaching accountant SEO. So firstly, I grab all the categories. Well, actually, no, I grab his name. So we're looking at John. The reason I grab the name is because if I zoom out, zoom in, it's going to reset. It'll change results. Things will move around. So let's grab our competitor. Next, you want to grab, if you want to know, this is Plepper, this is GMB everywhere. Again, my other video, I will link it, that's specific on this, on the how to audit a Google Business Profile. I'll link that. You'll have all the information. I won't cover those points. I'll just get straight into showing you how to rank and how to perform accountant SEO. So I grab all the categories and in my spreadsheet, categories, and I put in here that there's a total of 5. I'm pretty sure categories is not spelled right. Let me just double check that. Yes, it is wrong. There we go. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's go back in here. So what we're doing now is we've looked at the categories because we're looking to see how many categories we should have, what the average is. So we've looked at that. Now we want to grab the total reviews, which is 83, and the average rating, 4.8. So average rating, 4.8, total reviews, 83. Now, the reason we're doing this is you can see this line here. This is going to give you averages. So if you utilize this spreadsheet, you're going to start to see averages. As we add in the second person, it's going to give you where you should at least be if you want to be performing up the top. So that's why it's very important to utilize the averages. And we just keep scrolling across. Total posts, we'll jump onto that last, images and Q&A. So they've got 6 images. So Plepper's showing us 6 images, and let's see how many Q&As there are. Doesn't look like there is any. No, 0 Q&As and 6 images. Okay, so this accountant has 6 images and 0 Q&As. Now, products and services. So you will see this tab here. This is where it's been a little bit troublesome. So Google, with its recent updates, it's changing the way that our tools and everything interact. So you may need to do this manually, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's have a look. Let's see service options, appointments online, on-site appointments. But sometimes you can see products, sometimes you can see services. Sometimes you can see posts, as you can there. I can't. What you can do to ensure that you're checking is send it to your phone. Now, Google knows that SEOs have to do a lot of work nowadays to earn their money. So if you are doing accounting SEO and you want to double check what services you have, you can send it across to your phone. And then what you can do is go scroll down, see all, and then you'll see all of that information. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see that information there. And then you can click on services, and I can see how many services this person has. And They're an accountant and they have website development in there. Not good. That's why you want to look at services, because having website development in their services, that is not good. They have a huge list. Like this list would be, it's a lot. It's huge. Huge. Oh. I think it's 57. 57. It's massive. So, as an example, this John guy has 57 services. It's ridiculous. Now, I can't see any products or anything like that. So, products is 0. Okay. Now, what we want to do is review John's post. So, this is our competitor. We want to review the total posts that John has. Now, the way you can do this is with the GMB profile. GMBs everywhere. So you want to hit post audit. Let's see this. Let's see what he's got going on. From having a look at his profile, it appeared that there was only 1 or 2. Now, again, as of this point in time, Google has been a little bit funny with its stuff, guys. So it causes the tools, unfortunately, to muck up. Yeah, like this one right here. Okay, so let's come back and do another one. So sometimes I find just doing it the second time whilst leaving the tab open, that helps a little bit. But for some reason, it's because of the Google update. They obviously have to update all of their tools. They have to update all the programming. This stuff's free tools, guys. So there you go. Worked the second time around. So there's a total of 2 posts and posts once every year and a bit. Okay, so that's not great. So we input that data. We go total posts is 2, and his post frequency, which is down the end, is 365 days. So he posts 1 post every 372, I think it was. Sorry, not great. But he's number 1, so he's organically number 1. So obviously something's going right. Then we go back and let's audit the second accountant. So these guys right here, check it out. So let's grab their name. Start by grabbing their name, grabbing this accounting firm's name, placing it in here. Then we want to go across, grab their categories. So they've got 10 categories. They've got a lot of categories. Okay, let's do this. Now, when you put in the number, that'll hide the whole thing, so you don't need to stress about that. Average reviews, average rating, average reviews. Let's check that out. Reviews 32 and rating is 5 and images is 5. 5, 32, and images is 5. How many Q&As? Do they have any Q&As? 1 Q&A. Okay, 1 Q&A. One of them. I did not see any products, but let's check it all out. And this is what you would do. You would go through when you're doing accountant SEO. This is what you need to do, because an accountant's going to have a GMB or GBP. So you want to make sure that you're going through and you're auditing it. And because a good performing Google Business Profile can also bring up your web pages as well, and vice versa. If you're killing it with your website, your Google Business Profile should be coming up as well. That's just how it works. I've seen it do it day in, day out, and that's what happens a lot of the time. Okay, so it doesn't appear that these guys have products either. But again, what we can do is let's send it to the phone. So yeah, I'm sending it to my phone so I can really check it out, see what's going on. So got it on my phone right now. Same thing, guys. Checking out services. Okay, he has a lot less. $17 in total for services. Okay, so 17 services. Now, I don't see any products, so zilch, nada. And I don't even think he's got any posts. No posts when we look to it. Zero posts. Zero. So let's just leave that one blank so it doesn't mess up with the current averages. Okay, so that's what you would do. So when you're doing accounting SEO, you would just go through, you would review first off the Google Business Profile, because that's where they're going to get most of their calls. You should be able to get them higher up in the thing. If you're a business owner, if you are an accountant and you're doing accountant SEO, this is where you need to start with here. Get this optimized. So now we've audited your competitors. I'm not going to do 5, I'm just doing 2, and I'll show you what we do from here. So let's go across and let's grab, we were working with, not Izzy, good old Izzy. If you want to know about Izzy, you can watch one of the other videos. I use him on there. So Cohen, let's go back to Cohen's profile. So let's scroll down and check out Cohen. So now we're doing the same exact thing for our profile. So if this was you, this is what you would be looking at. Here we are right here. Okay, so what are we doing different? Well, immediately you can start to see a couple of things. So categories, we've got to grab our categories. We've got 3 of them. Okay, let's grab them. Scroll down. We've got 3 and let's post them in here. Now, what we can do is run a grid search. So if you are looking at running, let's say you're doing accountant SEO. So you'll want to do a grid search. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a scan. Now, as an example, if you're standing in this location, this is where you would appear. So if someone was standing there with a mobile device and they typed in accountant and you were standing down here in Broadview Park, and whatever the number says that correlates with this location on the map, that's where you would appear in the Google Maps. So let's go and have a look. And I will show you exactly how all of this works. So accountant. Let me run a smaller grid. Yeah. So this is local Falcon. Any of the tools I basically use today in my accountant SEO tutorial, you can check out everything here, guys. It's all going to be here linked up, ready for you to go. Yes, obviously a lot of this stuff is paid for, but if you're working for an accountant or you are an accountant, you will need to invest in yourself and the probability of your success. If you don't use the best tools, you're not going to get the best results. Yeah, you can do well with free tools, but even if you get on the bottom of page 1, you're better off being on the top of page 1. So that's running a test right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait. We come back over to the, let's grab that name again, just so I can put it here in the Google Business Profile. So categories done. Average rating, total reviews. Let's grab that. Average rating 5, reviews 2. So not great. Average rating 5 and 2. Okay. How many posts do we have? I don't think we got anything. No. Oh no, we do. We've got a couple of posts. So let's review the posts. So right now what GMB Everywhere is doing is it's actually going through and reviewing this accounting firm's posts. So it's pulling them apart and checking them all. Okay. So we've got a total of, number of 30 have been analyzed. Only the last 30 posts were given. Yeah. So last 30 posts. The frequency of the posting is every 50 days, which is not too bad when we've just looked at our competitors. So total posts is 30. And the post frequency is every 50 days. Okay. So how many images do we have? We have 3 images. Okay, 3 images. How many Q&As do we have? Zilcho. And the reason we're recording this is so we can start to ascertain where we're doing well and where we need to pick up. With SEO, I always say this, guys, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Google's created a ton of wheels. You need to match what they've done and then outperform. Match what they've done, outperform. So next step is we want to look at, sorry, forgot where it was, Q&A's products and services. Okay, we're going to send it to the phone. Let's send it to my phone to have a look at it. Because like I said, I can't see it right now. And if I'm doing accounting SEO, I need to make sure that I'm getting more accurate stuff. So I'm sending it across to my phone. All right, let me check this out. Okay, I have nada for products, but I have a lot of services. So let me just work this out. 6, 7, 8, 26. A lot of random stuff in here. 40. It's about 43. I'm give or taking, to be completely honest. I'm not sitting here when it's 43. But yeah, you get the idea. So 0, 43. So now what we do is, let's just say you've looked at your top 5 competitors. You would look at your average and go, okay, so how many categories do we have? Not doing too good. Maybe we need to juice that up, especially because both these guys are above us and they have more. Maybe that's what Google's rewarding. That needs to be reviewed. Average rating, yep, we're doing okay. We're well, average reviews, 57. We need more reviews. So we have to talk, okay, we need more reviews. More reviews. We require more reviews. Total posts. Yeah, we're doing okay with the posting. Beautiful. Move this here. Post totals, post frequency. So let's check out the post frequency. Yeah, we're killing it. We're doing better there. We're okay there. Total images. We have 3. Average is 5. We need more images. We must put up more images. We require more images. So more images. Must have what our competitors have. Q&As. We've got 1. What's the average Q&A? How many Q&As do our competitors have? 0.5. Okay, so we're sitting about the same spot. Products. Okay, Zilcho, I think. Yep, 0. Average services, 37. What do we have? 43. It's okay. But what you need to remember is that you need to review the services that are actually in the profile. When I looked on my phone, and I'm shattered I can't show you because it used to be immensely valuable. I could sit here and show you the services. I can't do that now. Thank Google for that. But what you would look at is things that definitely relate to what we're trying to rank for. I was seeing things in there like web development. That's got nothing to do with an accountant. Okay, so now that's basically done. You can go through, you've got a little tick box here, guys. You can tick it all off, so it'll help you remember. Let's go back and check the grid because this should be done. Okay, so in this exact location here, we're ranking number 1 for accountant. Beautiful. But everywhere else, as you can see, if we're over here, if we're in the national park, whatever it is up there, we're, yeah, you know, you're probably not looking for an accountant out there. You might be looking for bear spray or something if you're up there. But if you're down near Inglewood, as an example, and you type in accountant, well, unfortunately, our accountant right now is ranking above, it could be in position 39, whatever it is, but it's not even in the top 20. So if you were Cohen, I think Cohen, I keep forgetting his name, Cohen. Yeah, obviously not working with this guy. Like, this is just completely random. I'm showing you what I would do if I was doing accounting SEO. This is how you should go about it. So yeah, he's not doing too well at all. So that's done. Okay, so you can put your grid search in here, extremely poor performance. So you can put that in there. You can give it a rating. You can do whatever you want there. I would just add in the image because you want to make sure that you're looking at that. Now, next step, as we move along, you can come back into the checklist here and be like, okay, cool, done. Then you want to have a look at, okay, we've got to review the website with SEMrush, but that's been done. Our target keywords. So as an example, our target keyword was accountant Los Angeles. So that's what we were looking for. Oh, I spelt it wrong too, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I forgot the E. Yes, I did. Bang. Wow, on fire today, guys. So accountant Los Angeles. That's our target keyword. Okay. So now we've entered this information in. Obviously, whatever else you're going after. So if you're obviously going for audit Los Angeles, or tax return Los Angeles, or tax accountant, tax attorney, whatever it is that you're going after, that's where you can put in the keywords here. Because what we're going to do now is review where we're performing for this keyword. So let's have a look. Let's check it out. So we can go across here and we can start to see, and all we need to do, if you're in SEMrush, so SEMrush is awesome. I highly recommend it. Like, it's what my agency uses. Super cool tool. Now you can click here, you can click over here, or you can just scroll down to view details. So let's see what keywords we're actually ranking for. Okay, Los Angeles accountant Los Angeles. Okay, awesome. We're in position 33. Okay, cool bananas. So that's what we can do. We can go, okay, accountant Los Angeles. We're in position 33 right now. So that's not too bad with 390 search volumes. So obviously, like I said, if you wanted to look for other things, if you were looking for Los Angeles accountants, all those types of keywords, yes, that's what you can go and enter and put on your target, because a target is what you're targeting. Just helps you stay focused and get a picture of it. Is it the right keyword to be targeting? Especially after the stuff we do later, you'll gain an insight if it's the right thing to do or not. Okay. So accountant Los Angeles, beautiful, 33 and 390. Okay, so let's go back over here. 390 searches a month, and we're in position 33. Beautiful. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Now we want to start having a look at the performance of things. So we can put in your keywords here. When you start your campaign, you'll obviously have, again, if you're an accounting firm or if you're an SEO agency doing business like this is accounting SEO you're doing, you can input the data here. You'll have your own tool. If not, you can put it in here, all your keywords, month 1, month 2, and just extend it on, and you can track the performance. But when it comes to the keyword research, what we can do is now export this data, because we want this data. We want to have this data, and we want to pull it all down and be able to move it around and copy and paste everything. Okay, so let me open this up. So I just downloaded it, exported this, downloaded the CSV, and I will open it up on my computer. Okay, so I've just pasted that in there. So yeah, I've just put all of this information in here, post this in. These are all of our keywords that we're currently ranking for. So this is great to have a look at and see where we're sitting in position. Like we should definitely be trying to sit Accountant Los Angeles. There we go. There's our main keyword. You can color this in yellow if you want. Whatever you want to do, guys. This is going to be your spreadsheet, something that helps you. But you can start to see the difficulty, you can see the volume, and you can see the position. Okay. So all important things, all really important things. And this will tell you what you're ranking for. You can present this to the client, or if you are an accounting firm again, you can be like, this is what you're ranking for at the start. And then as you progress, you can just add months onto that. Now what we want to do is we want to go back over here. We want to have a look at everything else. So we've got to review the keywords and do backlinks. So once we've done the keyword research, you can just follow along with my tabs down the bottom when you're doing accounting SEO, and let's do a keyword gap. Now a keyword gap is basically looking at your top competitors. So this accountant right now is in position 33. We're going to utilize that same keyword and see who's ranking number 1 and 2. We'll throw in a couple. So grab this, go. All you need to do in SEMrush is click on keyword gap. Okay, so that's us. Now we can add up to 3 competitors. We'll just throw a couple in just so you guys can see how it is. But I have a full video covering keyword gap. That's going to be linked up above, and let me just jot it down so I remember to do it. All right, so now what we do, Accountant Los Angeles, let's grab the top competitors. So Yelp, whenever you say Yelp, expertise, that's, yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to rank for this, guys, to be completely honest. If you're an accountant in Los Angeles and you want the help of a good agency to sit number 1, I know I can get you there, that's for sure. So let's grab these guys. Clutch, indeed. Yeah, I promise you I could get you there. There's John again. So let's just look at these 2 guys. So these guys are doing quite well. She's running a bit slow. Hope it doesn't crash on me. So we've got John and we've got these guys. Robert, I think it's Robert Hall. Yeah, Robert Hall and Associates. There it was right in front of me. So what you can do is you can grab their domains. So this is quite a big site. This is just going to be a straight up landing page, but why not grab it? Anyway, so you can throw that in here. But then once you've done that, what I want you to do is also come across to competitors. So you can put the competitor domain, business name, whatever you guys want to put in here, just for ease of this video, so it's not 16 hours long. I'm just putting in the domain. That's good enough for me. Okay. Now, when you are putting this stuff in, you can either utilize the page that's ranking, which is this page right here. So as you can see, /businesses services accounting, or you can just use the root. So just the domain where it's robertalltaxes.com. You can just use the root if you want. But what I find is when you're doing local stuff, it's probably better to use the page that's actually ranking, unless you're going after doing a keyword gap to identify what they're utilizing elsewhere, then it's not worth it. If you don't have the money to invest into something big, like obviously these guys are, it's a huge website, 700 pages indexed. It's a big website. They're spending money. They're investing in SEO. Obviously not investing the right amount, but they're getting something done. So, all right. So we can put them in there. We can grab John. Let's grab John and stick John there. And then let's do compare subfolder root domain. Yep. Let's do compare. And then I'll go, while that's running, I'll put him in here too. Now, I would strongly recommend, if you're doing accounting SEO, you review these guys in their full form. And I will show you on John's how we will do that, but I would do it on everyone. So you can see 26 pages. This is a Chrome extension. This is SEO Quake from SEMrush. So it has 26 pages indexed. Apparently has 352 backlinks, and he's getting a fair bit of traffic. Now, is it accurate? Not necessarily, but it might be close. 352, I think it was. 352, yep. Now you can click on that. Let me just open up because I don't want to muck up SEMrush while we're going through this. And let's check out John's backlinks. Let's see how many backlinks he's got and how many keywords he's ranking for. So he's ranking for, come on. Okay, it's just taking its time, guys. 458 keywords, and he has a total of 1.2 thousand. So 458, 1.2. Oops. So 458, 1,200 backlinks. Okay, so the reason you would input this information is because you would want to see how well overall they're performing. You can look at this and be like, okay, so how well's our accountant doing? So let's go back to Cohen's site. 29 pages, not too bad. Links, Traffic, nowhere near there. So as you can see, there's still a fair bit that needs to be done for Cohen. All right. So, yep, that's embarrassing that I did that, but it is what it is. Do things at night, expect to make mistakes. Now, you have shared, missing, weak, strong, untapped, unique, or all. I like to look at all because you can see what you're doing well and what you're not doing well. Now, what this is it's displaying as an example. It shows accountant. So for us, this is our website right here. The blue dot is us. It's showing that we're not even appearing, not in the 100 for this keyword. Zilch, nada. But for these guys right here, which is, this is Robert, he's in position 94. John, nothing. But for us, for Pangano, I hope I say that right, mate. Like, I apologize, I'm an Aussie dude. I say everything wrong. But we're in position 26. But let's scroll down a little bit further to try and find something where we've got a couple of shares. We don't really have any shares. Sometimes like it'll be, he'll be ranking this, she'll be ranking that. There will be some on here, but I just can't find them at this point in time. Let's see, there'll probably be limited ones. Yeah, there's only 12 of them, that's why. So yeah, shared. So as an example, like CPA Los Angeles, we're in position 83, Rob's in position 35, and John is in position 1. And these are on the organic results. So really, really cool. Really insightful to see. It's like, oh, that's a lot of traffic. I'm closer to John's website, so I can do what John's done. I should be focusing on John, not Robert. Robert's website's huge. Unless you have thousands and tens of thousands to build out that website, then focus on John. Look at what John's winning for. So that's the process of all of this. So now we export all of the data, all of it, CSV. Let's do that. All right. So once we open this info up, we will stick it into our assessment. Why have I got two things open up? All right. So I just copy it and come across into our spreadsheet. We want to go to keyword gap right here and paste. So right now what you can see is you can see the position, the keyword, where it all is, where we're sitting. Should have grabbed everything. It's obviously not grabbed what I wanted it to grab. Sorry guys, Excel let me down. It's not opened up the right thing. Don't save. It opened up the keyword thing. Good old Excel. That's why everyone uses Google Sheets now. Let me just open that up So I'll have to open this up from downloads. So just give me 1 second and I'll get that up. Computer runs awfully slow, guys, when I'm filming. It's just how it is, especially when I've got all these types of tabs and sort of software running. It does become a little bit painful. Grab all of this, copy this. Okay, let's round 2. Let's do it. Please don't crash. There we go. So we've got the keyword here, and then we've got us, Robert, John. Now, what we're doing with this, what you're doing with the keyword gap analysis, is you're identifying what's everyone doing well for. Like we were looking at before with the shared stuff, sorry. Let me get rid of a few of these tab guys, because like otherwise everything's just going to keep performing abysmally. So let me try and reduce it down a little bit. So as an example, we can be looking at things that we have shared. You can have things missing. So if we're looking at things shared, like I was saying before, right here, CPA Los Angeles, why not go after that? We cannot beat Robert. Robert's got too much going on, but John doesn't. Like, yes, he has more backlinks than us, but he's closer than us. So he might have position 1. We could have position 2 or 3. 600 searches a month, approximately. You know, why not? Why not give these two a red hot crack? We're in position 33. He's in position 4 and 9. So this is where, yeah, John's not doing too well there, but a lot of this other stuff, John's quite consistent. He's sitting there like for accountant in Los Angeles accountant, Los Angeles accountants. So all of this sort of stuff he's doing quite well on, very, very well. So mirroring what John's got going on is not going to be that difficult. So that's what you're doing with your keyword gap analysis. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm identifying when I'm doing accountant SEO. So let's do backlink gap. Backlink gap, super, super important. Whenever you start out your SEO campaigns, it's vitally important that you map what your competitors are doing, because that's what Google rewards. Like I was saying before, do not try and reinvent the wheel. Go out there, create something that's simplistic in nature, but something that Google will reward. Google's telling you, I reward John. Robert's got a huge site. He's investing money. It's quite obvious to an SEO guy to look at that and be like, he's spending. He is spending. But John's over here with 26 pages and he's outperforming Robert on probably the main keywords that Robert's going after. So that's what you want to look into. So now on SEMrush, all you need to do is do a backlink gap analysis. That's what we're doing right now. All right, and the beautiful thing about SEMrush is that when we input this data, we've already got our competitors here. So here's everything right now. It's simple to see. Now, the brilliant thing about this is what you need to look at is this, the matches. That's where you need to focus. As you can see right here, okay, John and Robert, they both have a link from here. What is it? Eureka Stir. Wow, I'm on fire today. Anyway, they have a link from these guys. They have a link from marketing's info. You want to get those links because the two guys that you're going after, your two competitors, they have these links. You need them as well. When it comes to the stuff where there's one of, not as important. So just make sure there's that distinction. Not as important as these links up here. Now, sometimes you will find, like when I did a big gap link analysis video, I'll link that somewhere below, up above. It'll be there if you want to watch it more in depth. I discuss everything more. This is more about accounting SEO. So when you're doing this, by getting those links, you're telling Google that, hey, I'm also a part of this weird and wacky world that my competitors are. Send some customers my way for accountant, and I promise you that they will start to reward you for it. So our guy Cohen, he needs to go and get these links definitely. Not a maybe, Definitely. Both our competitors have them. In fact, John has a lot of them. John has a lot. He has 2. Robert has 2. We have zilch. Very important that we were to go out and build them. So, same thing. Export that data CSV. This is why I love SEMrush. Nice and easy, simple to use. And all of this is just invaluable information, because at the end of the day, I promise you, just by doing this type of audit, you will see drastic results. You will see huge results if you were to implement the changes and basically what I'm doing right now, reviewing it, seeing what we need. I assure you, you would see drastic changes, because it doesn't actually look that hard. 6 months of solid SEO, and I promise you, you'd be doing all right. All right, so let's get rid of that one. Okay, let me get rid of that. Let's come back over into our checklist. Let's paste the information in. Please don't crash. Okay, cool bananas. So, matches moves over to here. Okay. So as you can see, all the matches are here. It's only this one across to here, these 2 right here, that we need to get links from. It's not a maybe, it's a we need to get links from these profiles. Okay, both of them have them. Now, these other ones, all of these are just ones. Are they appropriate? Maybe. But are they as important as these? No, they're not. Go and build these links, and then maybe you need to focus on more specific niche links. I would focus on what John's doing well, focus on those ones, review those ones, and then go from there. So let's come back. So reviewed that. Now, review on Google. This is where you want to see how you're performing. So you want to go onto Google, you want to check out where you're performing. Basically, we've realistically done it already, but you just want to see how are you interacting. So let me just grab the domain. I want to see exactly, because these are just tools. Remember, I'm using tools. Google is, it's the gospel. Whatever it says is what's going on. So I've typed in my keyword. I can do Control F. And if you don't have SEMrush and you're trying to do accounting SEO, then you can just do something similar to this. Control F, Control V. Let's find the domain. So it's saying in position 36 we are for this keyword. That's interesting. Okay, so we're not too far apart from what our tools are saying. SEMrush said position 33, but this is saying position 36. Get a little bit concerned if SEMrush says position 30 and this is position 60. I would actually trust Google a little bit more than your tool. So I'd lean more, okay, well, it's probably not 33, it might be 50-ish, 55, 60, around there. So that's something that you want to do. Always check it in Google just to check it all off. Now, unfortunately, I cannot run this because it will crash everything. But you're going to have a laugh. The review Core Web Vitals. So the Core Web Vitals is essentially the speed of the website. So what that is how well it performs for the user. No one likes a slow website. So if your accounting website is slow, it's not very responsive. Well, if Robert's website is better, John's website's better, they're going to outperform you. So when individuals come on to look for an accountant in Los Angeles, you're going to get smacked, especially nowadays. I have literally just made people's websites run better, and I've seen results like you wouldn't believe. I literally helped a woman go from page 3. All we did was just clean up the Core Web Vital signals. She went to page 1, bottom of page 1. Didn't do anything else. So it is actually having a profound impact, and not that competitive a niche. So, it was just car washing, and there was not a lot of people around her area. She had a drastic pickup. So it happens. It does happen. So that's something that you want to look at. Now, guys, this thing, where are we? Let me find it for you, Google. This is it right here. I'm sorry, but I cannot open it now because it will crash everything and I lose it. Like Google's performance tool to measure performance doesn't even perform. It's ridiculous. I know, but that's Google for you. So check that out. See what your competitors are doing. Now, if your competitors are worse than you don't need to go in there and spend a couple of $100 to optimize it. You don't need to do that. But if your competitors are all doing quite well and you're not, honestly, like even if you get all your backlinks and everything like that, instead of being up here above them, you'll probably just be here. So get it fixed. Make sure that you're passing, make sure that you're at least the same, if not better than your competitors. Okay, that's something that you would want to do. So Schema Validator, what you can do there. So the Schema Validator, I have that right here. This link right here. So this is where you're seeing type of schema. Now there is Accountant Schema. Essentially what schema is, if you don't know what it is, I'll try and add another link for that. But what it is essentially it explains to a search engine what it is that it's looking at. It's a web page that Google sees. It doesn't know, it can't read. It's looking to see for signals, the things to tell it what it's about. So schema is like hey, Mr. Google, this is a sticky note explaining what this website's about. This is an accountant's website. This is who the accountant is. Bang. Google likes that. Makes Google's life easier. So let's grab our guy's website and let's see if he's got schema on it. Okay, so there's no items detected. Nada zilch. We don't have schema on there. Missing out. Is schema really, really powerful? No, it's not. But it can help. It can help. All of these little things that I promise you, if Cohen was to go away and do all of this stuff, just implement even the changes that I will show you today, he would see better improvements. That's just how it is. So schema, he needs to add his schema. No schema. Let's tick that off. No schema. No schema installed. Now, a citation review. So this is where essentially a citation is like your Yelp. Again, everything that I'm talking about here, I have more detailed videos on show you how to build citations, create citations. It's all there. But today I'm focusing on accounting SEO or accountant SEO. So what we want to do is we want to see how many listings like a Yelp, so a business citation in a way, the name, the address, the phone number. We want to see how many of them we have. Now you can utilize SEMrush. You can utilize a tool like Bright Local. But for us, I am just going to show you the sneaky way of doing it. So you can grab his website and Cohen. So grab their website. You place that there. Now we need his name. So what this search operator, this is known as a search operator, which you have access to right here. So I've placed that right here. You're looking for how many results there are for that. So as you can see, there's 72 results, which means that there could be 72 actual profiles or citations created out there on the web. Now you do need to go through and have a little bit of a more in-depth look. So you've got your mantas and everything else, all biz. But you need to go through and just check it all out. Local Yahoos. So you want to make sure that they're all legitimate, okay? Because some things might not be appropriate. But you go through, if we'll just say, okay, there's 72 results, as you can see up here, there's 72. So we need to go 72 results. Nil schema. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to fill this out on my way. This was in position 36 for Google, so excuse me. That is my fault. I apologize for that. Competitor review 3 in your top area. So yeah, this is where we're reviewing our competitors as well now. So now we need that same search operator we're looking to see how well they perform. So we have a total of 72. So we can put this up here. We go, okay, 72 citations. That's what we have. Let's go back now to our competitors. The easiest way of doing this, guys, is like what I basically showed you. Let's move this up, and I believe, why is citations not there? So it got deleted. Oh. Yeah, that's weird. Citation should have been there. So doing the same thing with these websites, guys. So coming up here, John's website, John or Roberts, yeah, John's website. So all you're doing is going like this. This search operator removes any mentions of, like, we're removing this actual site because we don't want that to be displayed. And come on, let us grab John's name. Okay, John Weldon. John W. Weldon. Is this what the business name is? John W. Weldon, CPA. Okay, this is us right here. So this is how he should have utilized his business name in any other citation creations. So how he would put in his business name into his Yelp listing, as an example, or his Apple Map listing. See, there you go. So 71 results for John. Okay, so 71 results for John. So pretty much the same as us. And then you'll do the exact same thing for Robert, and you will do the exact same thing for all of your competitors. So I can look right now and go, okay, well, I'm trying to match John. I've got a lot of similar citations, or I've got the same volume, similar volume. But do I have the same? And this is where you would need to go, and you can export that. You can download it as a table, copy and paste it, whatever you want to do. And then you can start to match them off. I'm trying to show you the freer ways, just in case you are an accountant, you own an accounting firm and you're trying to do your own SEO accounting, because then that way what you can do is you can build citations for the cheap. It's easy to literally go across and say, hey, what does my competitor have, while building backlinks is more on the expensive side. So that's what you can do there. All right, so that's that stuff. Come back over. So that's how you would go about identifying your competitors. You need to input all of their data there, then come back over to the checklist. So you're just going through. You can utilize something like Bright Local, but it is a paid tool. So we've reviewed the backlink citations. This is where you would start to look at their content, their website, everything like that. Now pick the target keywords. So use competitors as guidance. That's where the keyword gap becomes really, really powerful. Okay, so we can sit there and we can look at it and be like, who's doing well for what? Who's really killing it? Where are we performing? What are we not doing so well? So as an example, we want to see anything that, you know, John has. Let's do that. Okay, come on. All right. Greater than, where'd you go? 0. Okay. And let's do A to Z. Okay, so this is what John's doing quite well for. Okay, so not only do we have like CPA Los Angeles, I think that might be a really good keyword. We're in position 83. It's like, well, we're right down the bottom, basically, but we could bring that up because we're ranking for it. Is it worth it? Come across and look at the search volume. 590 searches a month. Keyword difficulty, not that difficult. Cost per click, 10. And not too much competition actually around that. I would be going after it. So what I would be doing, and this is how you grab your keywords. So you can go target keywords. You then come back to the target keywords. You're in position 83 for that keyword. There is 590 searches every single month. So this is how you go about building up that content idea. So I've looked at this now. Now that I've done that, and guys, like I'm just trying to skim over this. We've already been here for 1 hour. Normally, if I do this, as an example, we have a bigger spreadsheet for my agency. If I was doing this, I would not even be finished the Google Business Profile review. So it takes time. I spend normally around about 4 hours reviewing a client. Once we onboard a client, it takes us about 4 hours to sit there, go through everything and be like, this is what you need, mate. This will get you ranking. Okay. So I'm just trying to skim through this as fast as I can. So you get value out of this. You still get the message. You don't need me to do 6 other keywords and all this other crazy stuff. You just need to get the gist. I'm walking you through everything. So what we do from there, we can come back over. We've picked the target keywords now. So it's like, okay, all right, that's what I want to do. Then we need to start planning everything out. It's like, okay, pick my target keywords. Next step is you've got to plan it all out. So come back to your target keywords and go, okay, CPA Los Angeles. I need to create a service page for that. John needs a page. He needs a specific page now for CPA Los Angeles that he can get backlinks to, and he can create supporting content such as blogs for. This is what John needs. This is what Cohen needs, sorry. So you can go across and in your SEO strategy, now you can do whatever you want. You can build it out bigger, not so much, however you want to do it. But right here, you could be like create. So we need to create service page, and then for target keyword, you need two links matching competitors. So this is what you can do. So like it's just now not started, and you can obviously enter yourself, your team, whoever it is. But right here is I'm starting to put in, it's like, well, I need to go and get those 2 links. Before I do anything, I really should try and get those 2 links. Really important. The next step then is going forward and actually getting and creating that service page as well. Try and get that keyword ranking. It's worth it. John's doing well for it. Why not? Then the next month, and it all depends on budget. Maybe Cohen is just like, here you go, Ron, here's $3,000 a month, get me ranking. I would be doing a lot more. Perhaps Cohen's like, Ron, here's $650 a month. $650 a month for SEO. You will move the needle, but very, very slowly. That's just how it is. So, if he has $650 to spend, it's like, well, there's his backlinks. That's month 1. Month 2 would be the service page. So, and then it'd just be more content and pages from there. That's how that would work, okay? But this is where you can go in and you can fill out what you need to do for that month. Let's say you didn't have enough citations. So perhaps Cohen has, 40 citations. Or he doesn't have Yelp, he doesn't have Apple Maps, or he's not even in Manta. All of these types of things. Put it in here, this is what I need to go and do. And you'll just find you stick to it a bit more, because you won't be like, oh, I'll put something off. And when you're doing accountant SEO, you need to have something where you're registering everything constantly. All right. So that's that. Let's go back now. Install Google Analytics, Google Search Console. If the individual doesn't have that, that's straightforward. You need it. You'd have to track. I got some videos here if you want to look at that stuff. Improve UX and speed. So UX and speed. So let's go across and have a look at Cohen's site. He needs work done on his site. Needs a lot of work done on his site. It's not great. I want to be able to call Cohen. Where's the call button? I want to have a more attractive site. So this site would need work done to it, because even if you optimize it, and how can you optimize this? Only with backlinks, really. So he needs a good site. Now, the good thing is it's not the end of the world, but there are some functions to it, so it's straightforward, but this is not an attractive site, and it needs a lot of work, and it needs a lot of content on it. So you can start to look at it and go, this needs work. this needs a lot of work. But there's his number. So I want to see his number again. That's the whole thing. It's like, how do I have to click. I'm in a mad rush. I need an accountant right now. You know, some movie star's looking to hire me. I'm in LA, whatever it is. Yeah, I want to be able to call Cohen. I don't want there to be this to be a search, because I promise you, every single client we work with that's local, first thing we do is slap a CTA, call to action button, which is a call button right there. And that will improve their call volume by 30%. If you do nothing else and their traffic stays exactly the same, you put a call button there, their calls will increase by about 30%. That's what he needs right there. He needs a more appealing page that will speak to more people. That's just what's missing here. So we've looked at that. Yeah, check that out. You need a Page Optimizer Pro. So Page Optimizer Pro is a tool up here. I have a video on it. You can go and check that out. It's in my YouTube profile. But essentially what that is you need to optimize all of the content on the page to speak the language of Google. Always remember that Google is not able to read. It utilizes algorithms. So you need to feed that algorithm. So upload optimized content, build citations, match top competitors, create the backlinks like we discussed, and then you upload the schema. These are all how I would approach it. Now, I'm just going to give you a bit of an overview on what I would do, and then that'll be the end of this Accountant SEO video. So like we noticed in here, there's stuff that needs to be done. Start with the Google Business Profile. Okay, why? Because that can move quicker than the website will. It'll take you 3 weeks to go away and do stuff on the website. This can take you an afternoon. Do this. So whether you're doing it for your client or you're an accounting firm yourself, do this first. You won't see as good a results if your website was optimized, but that you might be sitting in 5, but if you go to 4, that can be an extra call for you. So start here. Target keywords, and then also you need to go across and look at your SEO strategy. So to build your SEO strategy, you're looking at your keyword gap and your backlink analysis. That's where you need to start. You need to see what those competitors are doing. Start there. As you start to progress, you will need to start looking into the more difficult things that are perhaps a little bit more challenging to do. You will need to recruit an agency such as myself. More than happy to help you out. If you're an accountant and you need help, you can either have a consultation with me, which I do charge for, obviously, or we can run the campaign for you. That's what we do. So you will need to enlist outside services eventually. But there's a lot here that Cohen can do today to achieve a lot better results than he's got right now. So for Accountant SEO, I would look at building out those pages like we mentioned there, matching the link profile and improving the Google Business Profile, and I promise you he would start to see results. I hope you've enjoyed this video of Accountant SEO. If you have, make sure you hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this covering these types of businesses and topics, just hit me up. More than happy to help. Have a lovely day. Cheers.